Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. All series videos. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. If you are new here, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on the like button. It will help this video a lot. In this video, I'll be updating you on Aparajita. Guess what? Disha hides Mohini's body. Police officers stormed Aparajita's house. Please subscribe to this channel. Let's go. Nia is outside the room and asks Aparajita if Asha is okay. She says yes. Nia says, "What about Mohini? I feel worried as she is not taking my call. Please open the door. I feel something is wrong. Please let me talk to you." Aparajita looks at Mohini's dead body. Asha cries and says, "I didn't mean to kill her." Disha thinks she has to do something. She tells Nia that Mohini kidnapped Asha in this room, but she left the room, so we don't know where she is. Nia asks if Asha is okay. "Open the door, please." Disha says Asha is traumatized and doesn't want to see anybody. She asks her to call a doctor. Nia says, "I will." But does she know where Mohini is? Disha says no. Nia and Arjun go to call the doctor. Aparajita cries and says, "We took Nia's mother from her. How will we tell her?" Disha cries and says, "This can't happen." She sees Asha crying and says, "Please, someone save me." Disha makes her lie on the sofa. Aparajita falls down and looks at Mohini's dead body. Disha brings her dupatta and starts dragging Mohini's body away. Aparajita shouts, "What are you doing, Disha?" Nia and Arjun hear that too. They knock on the door and ask what's going on. Disha hides Mohini's body in the cupboard and cleans the blood. Arjun says, "What happened to Disha?" "I am breaking the door." He breaks it and comes inside. Nia asks if they are okay. She rushes to Asha and asks what is wrong. She cries and says, "I am so sorry." Aparajita says, "Nia, I have to tell you something about Mohini. She came here and attacked Asha. She then attacked me and then..." Nia cries and says, "I am so sorry. I know my mom did all this. I am so ashamed of her. I thought she would change somehow. I thought she would wish me birthday. I wish I had a mother like you. I would talk to her and try to change her." Asha is crying. Disha says, "We should call the doctor for Asha." Aparajita stops Nia and says, "I need to talk to you." Nia says, "We need to call the doctor first for Asha." Nia and Arjun leaves. Aparajita is breaking down and says, "What will Nia think when she finds out what we did with her mother?" She slaps Disha and says, "Why did you do this?" Disha says, "What option did we have? We couldn't call the police and they wouldn't trust us." Aparajita says, "We would tell them that Mohini tried to kill us and it was a self-defense." Disha says, "We can't prove that." Aparajita says, "We have killed a human and we have taken a murder from Nia, so we have to come clean about this mistake. We can't hide this for long. We can't hide our body here for long. They will find out soon enough." Asha cries and says, "I don't want to go to jail." Aparajita hugs her and says, "I know you tried to save us, but now we have become killers and we will have to pay big price for this." Disha is hugging Asha. Aparajita tells her that we did one mistake, but now we have to bring the truth out. Disha cries and says, "I should have listened to you." Aparajita says, "Don't worry. I will handle everything. Stay with Asha. I will tell the truth to Nia. She was her mother, so we have to tell her. It's her right." She goes from there. Disha hugs Asha and cries. Aparajita comes to the man there and cries. She says, "Please save us." She sees Manish coming there and he says that I have called the police. Nia says, "Why isn't Mohini picking my call?" Kabiya comes there and Manish asks him to look for Mohini. Chavi comes there, so Aparajita takes her away. Nia is crying for Mohini. Manish says, Mohini's last location was this house, so I am sure she is here. Aparajita brings Chavi aside and says, you should leave from here. Kabir comes there and sees them talking. Chavi asks what happened. Aparajita says Mohini died. She tells her everything that happened. Aparajita says she attacked Asha and me, and then Asha pushed her away and she died on the spot. Chavi asks where is her body. Aparajita says we have hid it in the room. You should leave from here. Chavi says no. What will we do now? Aparajita says we will tell the truth to Nia. We didn't do anything wrong. Kabir comes to her and asks her what happened. Aparajita says, I have to talk to you. Another officer comes there and says, ACP Kabir. She says, Manish complained that you have a relationship with this house, so I will investigate this case now. Aparajita gets worried. The police brings Aparajita to the room where Mohini's body is. She thinks they can't find Mohini's body. The flashback shows how Kabir left the house and called Chavi. Aparajita told Nia that she wants to talk to her, but the inspector said that they can't talk alone anymore. Aparajita says, you can't insult us like this. Manish says they did something with Mohini. The inspector says we have to search the house. She asks Aparajita to come with her. The flashback ends. Aparajita thinks she has to save her kids. The inspector comes near the cupboard. Disha and Asha are scared. Asha is crying, so the inspector says that their fear is saying that they know what happened with Mohini. She asks Asha to get up. Nia says she is already scared. The inspector asks her to shut up. I don't like being interrupted. Manish asks Nia to leave. She reluctantly leaves. They start dragging Asha away from Disha. Aparajita cries, saying all that. She rushes to Asha and says, what are you doing? She is already scared. Please don't do this with her. Manish says, don't listen to them. You should question Asha. Aparajita says, you can ask me anything. The inspector asks what happened with Mohini and where is she? Mohini is my friend too, and she sent a voice note to Manish that Aparajita made a plan against her and might try to kill her. Aparajita says Mohini didn't send this. She couldn't. She thinks if they are plotting all this. Manish says now she's going to question the inspector. The inspector tells Aparajita, if anything happens to Mohini, then I will lock you up for life. She says, I will question her daughters now. She asks Aparajita to stay in the corridor. Asha cries and says, I don't want to go. She drags Asha and Disha from there. The inspector brings Asha to the lounge. Asha is unconscious, so the doctor checks her. He tells the inspector that you can't question her as she is not well. The inspector says, I will wait then. They wait for some time and the doctor says she can question Asha, but he will stay with them. The inspector sits with Asha. They drag away Disha and Arjun from there. The inspector grabs Asha and asks what happened with Mohini. We will torture your mother if you don't tell us. Asha says, I will tell you. Please don't do anything with Aparajita. Asha brings them to a room and points towards the cupboard. All look on. The inspector opens the cupboard, but there is nothing inside. Asha and Disha are confused. Aparajita is driving away with Mohini's body in her car. The flashback shows how the officer went away. So Chavi went to her with Kabir's letter, which said that a murder can't be declared till they find a dead body. I am sure you guys are innocent, and that Inspector Davy is involved with Manish, so he got her on the case. He will talk to his higher-ups tomorrow, so she has to hide Mohini's body till tomorrow somehow. Then Aparajita silently went to the room and dragged her body away. Davy comes to her officer and shouts that Aparajita ran away and you didn't see it. She ran away, so it means she did some crime. She tells Nia that Mohini is missing because of Aparajita. Nia says, why are you saying that? Why would she say that? Devi asks Asha, where is Mohini? You said she was here in this cabinet. Where did she go? Asha says, I was behind this cabinet. Mohini locked me here. Devi says, then who brought you out? She asks her to tell everything to her. Asha cries. Chavi comes to Aparajita and sits in the car. Aparajita asks her to leave, but Chavi says, I can't leave you. Aparajita says, I am a mother, so I have to be involved in all this. We have to hide Mohini's body for today. Please stay out of it. Chavi says, I am your daughter, and I will stay with you in this too. Aparajita looks on. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.